homeless nightmare for too many. And millions more are asking, where will I live? Rent control is an American tradition for over 100 years.
Stand right there.
Jason Bellini joining us from Ukraine. You've spent a lot of time there. Help us understand the current needs and what Zelensky is likely to ask.
They gonna ask for some more money.
Hey guys, well, on the eve of President Zelensky's all-important meeting with President Biden back home here in Ukraine, it was a night of Russian attacks. For 5 hours, Kyiv was under siege, and there were reports that indicate Ukraine shot down most of the Russian missiles and drones. But elsewhere around the country, Ukraine's power grid took another beating. Knocked out 70% of Ukraine's generating capacity. Get this, yesterday at the UN, Zelensky accused Russia of preparing to attack 3 Ukrainian nuclear power plants.
Like they should.
The smoke from fires in war-torn cities can reach other countries. And if, God forbid, Russia causes a nuclear disaster at one of our nuclear power plants, radiation will not respect state borders. And unfortunately, various nations could feel the devastating effects. Many are concerned, but the deepest understanding of war is always found in the home it destroys.
What the fuck you say? What the fuck he say?
Chilling. Hours later, the president of Russia announced that he was changing his nuclear weapons policy to widen circumstances in which nuclear weapons could be used. And the timing of this nuclear signal rattling is telling us today President Zelensky is presenting what he calls his victory plan to President Biden. It's widely anticipated that plan will include the U.S. authorizing Ukraine to use Western weapons to strike deep inside Russia.
Yep.
White House officials signaled earlier this week that unlikely Biden will change his mind on that matter. But Biden will be providing a new weapons package to Ukraine that includes glide bombs they can use.
How y'all doing? Come on in, put that like button.
As well as an additional Patriot air defense system and a resupply of Patriot missiles. Back to you guys.
All right, Scripps News International correspondent Jason Bellini on the ground there in Kyiv. Thank you. Stay safe as always, Jason.
Biden withdrawing after his last debate. Donald Trump now up against a new opponent.
The candidates separated by the smallest of margins, essentially tied in the polls nationally and in the key battlegrounds, including right here in Pennsylvania, all still very much in play. The ABC News presidential debate starts right now.
This is an ABC News special, the most consequential moment of this campaign. Kamala Harris.
Together, we will chart a new way forward.
Donald Trump.
We will soon be a great nation
again. Face to face. Historic. The ABC News presidential debate. Here now, David Muir and Lindsay Davis.
Good evening, I'm David Muir, and thank you for joining us for tonight's ABC News presidential debate. We want to welcome viewers watching on ABC and around the world tonight. Vice President Kamala Harris and President Donald Trump are just moments away from taking the stage in this unprecedented race for president.
And I'm Lindsay Davis. Tonight's meeting could be the most consequential event of their campaigns, with Election Day now less than 2 months away. For Vice President Kamala Harris, this is her first debate since President Biden withdrew from the race on July 21st. Of course, that decision followed his debate against President Donald Trump in June. Since then, this race has taken on an entirely new dynamic.
And that brings us to the rules of tonight's debate. 90 minutes with 2 commercial breaks. No topics or questions have been shared with the campaigns. The candidates will have 2 minutes to answer questions.
You see how they lied? They said that no topics
2 minutes for rebuttals
or
and 1 minute for follow-ups, clarifications.
This
or
whole
responses.
campaign.
Their microphones will only be turned on when it's their turn to speak.
Yeah.
No pre-written notes allowed. There is no audience here tonight in this hall at the National Constitution Center. This is an intimate setting for 2 candidates who have never met.
President Trump won the coin toss. He chose to deliver the final closing statement of the evening. Vice President Harris selected the podium to the right.
So let's now welcome the candidates to the stage. Vice President Kamala Harris and President Donald Trump.
Strawberry shortcake. And I'm sipping out my daddy's cup.
Is that good, baby?
This is my daddy's cup.
Thank
so.
you.
Welcome to you both. It's wonderful to have you. It's an
Daddy
honor to have you
sippy
both
cup.
here tonight.
Good evening. We are looking forward to a spirited and thoughtful
I
debate.
am daddy.
So let's get started.
And this
I
is
want
my
to begin
sippy
tonight
cup.
with the issue that voters repeatedly say is their number one issue, and that is the economy and the
Sipping on
cost
some-
of living in this country. Vice President
Crown
Harris, you
Royal
and
and
President
Coke.
Trump were elected 4 years ago,
With a
and your opponent
strawberry,
on the stage
with
here
some
tonight
pep, Dr.
often
Pepper.
asks his
Crown Royal
supporters,
and
are
Dr.
you
Pepper,
better
that's
off
what that
than
is.
you were 4 years ago? When it comes
Mr.
to the
Ranch
economy,
chicken
do
wing.
you believe Americans are better off than they were 4 years ago?
So I was raised as a middle-class kid, and I am actually the only person on this stage who has a plan that is about lifting up the middle class and working people of America. I believe in the ambition, the aspirations, the dreams of the American people.
I believe
And that
in the
is
what?
why I imagine and have actually a plan to build what I call an opportunity economy. Because here's the thing. We know that we have a shortage of homes and housing. And the cost of housing is too expensive for far too many people. We know that young families need support to raise their children, and I intend on extending a tax cut for those families of $6,000, which is
Tax
the
cut?
largest child tax credit that we have given in a long time, so that those young families can afford to buy a crib, buy a car seat,
Buy a
buy
crib?
clothes for their children. My passion, one of them, is small businesses.
Did she just use street slang? She said go buy a
There
crib
was a woman who helped raise us. We call her our
Buy a
second
car.
mother. She was a small business owner. I love
and
our small business.
a stroller for their
My plan
kids.
is to give
What?
a $50,000 tax deduction to
Uh-huh.
start up small businesses, knowing they are part of the backbone of America's economy.
We are?
My opponent, on the other hand, his plan
What's
is
he
to do
gonna
what
do?
he has done before,
What you gonna do?
which is to provide a tax cut for billionaires and big corporations,
How you
which
know
will
that?
result in $5 trillion to America's deficit.
How you know
My
that?
opponent has a plan that I
How
call
you
the
know
Trump's
that?
sales tax, which would be a 20% tax on everyday goods that you rely on to get through the month.
You just gonna make up a
Economists
tax.
have said that Trump sales tax would actually result for middle-class families in about $4,000 more a year because of his policies and his ideas about what should be
Why did-
the backs of middle-class
I wonder what
people
plan
for
she read.
tax
'Cause
cuts for billionaires.
Trump said he ain't even got a plan yet.
First of all, I have no sales tax. That's an incorrect statement.
See?
She knows that. We're doing tariffs on other countries. Other countries are going to finally, after 75 years, pay us back for all that we've done for the world. And the tariff will be substantial in some cases. I took in billions and billions of dollars, as you know, from China. In fact, they never took the tariff off because it was so much money they can't. It would totally destroy everything that they've set out to do. They're taking in billions of dollars from China and other places. They've left the tariffs on. When I had it, I had tariffs, and yet I had no inflation. Look, we've had a terrible economy because inflation has, which is really known as a country buster. It breaks up countries. We have inflation like very few people have ever seen before, probably the worst in our nation's history.
Yep.
We were at 21%, but that's being generous because many things are 50, 60, 70, and 80% higher
Yep.
than they were just a few years ago.
Yep.
This has been a disaster for people, for the middle class, but for every class.
Yep.
On top of that, we have millions of people pouring into our country from prisons and jails, from mental institutions,
Yep.
insane asylums, and they're coming in and they're taking jobs that are occupied right now by African Americans and Hispanics,
Yep.
and also unions. Unions are going to
Yep.
be affected very soon. And you see
Yep.
what's happening. You see what's happening with towns throughout the United States. You look at Springfield, Ohio. You look at Aurora in Colorado. They are taking over the towns. They're taking over buildings. They're going in violently. These are the people that Xi and Biden led into our country.
Yep.
And they're destroying our country. They're dangerous. They're at the highest level of criminality. And we have to get them out. We have to get them out fast. I created one of the greatest economies in the history of our country. I'll do it again and even better.
We are going to get to immigration and border security during this debate, but I would like to let Vice
Yep.
President Harris respond on the economy here.
Well, I would love to. Let's talk about what Donald Trump left us. Donald Trump left us the worst unemployment since the Great Depression. Donald Trump left us the worst public health epidemic in a century. Donald Trump left us the worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War.
What?
And what we have
What?
done is clean up Donald
What?
Trump's mess. What we have done and
That's
what
what
I
y'all done?
intend to do is build on what we know are the aspirations and the hopes of the American people. But I'm going to tell
What
you
is
on
the
this debate
aspirations
tonight,
and the hopes of the
you're gonna
American
hear
people?
from the same old tired playbook. A bunch of lies, grievances, and name calling.
That's exactly what
gonna
you're
hear
doing
tonight
right now.
is a detailed and dangerous plan called Project 2025.
That's what
that
you're
the
trying to
former
push.
president intends on implementing
Former,
if he were elected
that's
again.
President Biden.
I believe very strongly that the American people want a president who understands the importance of bringing us together, knowing we have so much more in common than what separates us.
You are so
and
right.
I pledge to you to be a
Donald
president
Trump
for
is the
all
only one that can
Americans.
do that.
President Trump will give you a minute here to respond.
Number one, I have nothing to do, as you know, and as she knows better than anyone, I have nothing to do with Project 2025. That's out there. I haven't read it. I don't want to read it purposely. I'm not going to read it. This was a group of people that got together. They came up with some ideas, I guess some good, some bad, but it makes no difference. I have nothing to do. Everybody knows I'm an open book. Everybody knows what I'm going to do. Cut taxes very substantially and create a great economy like I did before.
Yep.
We had the greatest economy. We got hit with a pandemic. And the pandemic was not since 1917, where 100 million people died.
That's
Didn't
why
do
he
anything
left
like
them
it. We
with
did
the
a
lowest
phenomenal
unemployment
job
rate.
with the
The
pandemic.
pandemic
We
hit,
handed
and all the
over
people had to go
a
home.
country where the economy and where the stock market was higher than it was before the pandemic came in.
Yep.
Nobody's ever seen anything like it.
Yep.
We made ventilators for the entire world. We
Yep.
got gowns, we got masks, we did things that nobody thought possible. And
Yep.
people give me credit for rebuilding the military, they give me credit for a
Yep.
lot of things, but not enough credit for the great job we did with the pandemic. But
Yep.
the only jobs they got were bounce back jobs. These were jobs bounce back, and it bounced back and it went to their benefit. But I was the one that created them. They
Yep.
know it, and so does everybody
Yep.
else.
Vice President
Yep.
Harris, I'll let you respond.
So
Yep.
Donald Trump has
She
no
can't
plan
even
for this.
respond.
And
How
when
you know
look
he
at
ain't got
his
no idea?
economic plan, it's all about tax breaks for the richest people. I am offering what I describe as an opportunity economy, and the best economists in our country, if not the world,
Why our
have
economy
reviewed our relative
Ain't an
plans
opportunity
for the
right now,
future
and
of
she the vice
America.
president.
What Goldman Sachs has said is that Donald Trump's plan would make the economy worse. Mine would strengthen the economy.
That's what
the
Goldman
Wharton School
Sachs
has
said.
Is Donald Trump's plan would actually explode the deficit. 16 Nobel laureates have described his economic plan as something that would increase inflation and by the middle of next year would invite a recession. You just have to look at where we are and where we stand on the issues. And I'd invite you to know that.
Do y'all hear what she said? She said that other people said that Trump will be bad for our economy. Y'all didn't listen to that, huh? See, this is the biggest scam that we ever had in America. This is bigger than Obama. This is bigger than the Obamas. Now, we finding out her daddy ain't her daddy. Her daddy died when he was 1 year old. Who was her daddy? Oh my God. Can't find that nigga birth certificate. Her grandmother died 4 years before she was born. The question is, the same grandmother that she said died had a baby girl that died 2 years before that. And she died of thyroid complications. So the woman that she's claiming to be her grandmother couldn't even bear kids, and she died after having her second child, supposedly be her father. Like, y'all ain't paying attention to how, you know, some people can get out here and say the wrong shit, and these people gonna fact check that shit and find out who you talking about. And when we get down to the bottom of the investigation and the people that you talking about is made up, who and what the fuck, who you come from? Like Obama, they couldn't dig nothing up on my Obama, right? But her birth certificate that she showed to the world is amended. You know what amended mean, right? That's when you have your birth certificate altered from the original form. I want to see the original Oakland, California birth certificate, because that ain't the original birth certificate. The original birth certificate is short and it got a gold seal on it. From whatever hospital it was originated from. See, we about to find out that Kamala Harris ain't really even American. Sound like it. Where she come from? And because her father got diplomatic ties, you know, some people don't believe that some of these kids was raised in this shit and was raised to be in these politics because their parents was in the politics. And that's the only way they can remain in power. Politicians. Can anybody agree to what I'm talking about? If you don't understand why black men is so cold towards black women, white men respect white women. No, they don't. White men don't give respect to nobody, not even to a black woman. And it's crazy because they think that they are respecting them when they really not. It's so sad, man. No man can love a black woman genuinely than a black man. Genuinely, baby. We was made for each other. But that's okay. You can be brainwashed to believe that a black man ain't no good for you. They don't mean you no good. They gonna tear you down. They ain't gonna lift you up. And you go out there and marry you one of them white men and give out your best years of your life to a man that don't give a damn about nothing about you. You're not even your existence. The first thing they gonna do is put a life insurance policy on your ass. One thing about it, if you marry the white folks, the first thing they bring to you is a life insurance policy. Yeah. I bet you wouldn't say I do now, don't you? It's a coincidence your ass be dead a couple years later. But the black man would have drunk your bath water to the day you died. That's okay. You know, that's why I can care less if I make any woman happy. Because I know that's like a gift that the Lord has given me naturally. My life will make anybody's life happy. Because I'm chill. I can do what I want to do. I can relax. I can lay back. Like right now. After I eat this chicken, guess what I'm about to do? Lock my door and go take a nap. Rest. I can rest anytime I get ready because I'm at peace with myself and that life. And all my responsibilities are taken care of. And I don't have to worry about things like that. You know what I mean? People in general respect others or don't, regardless of color. I met shitty people and good people regardless of race. And that's just the way it is. And some people just wake up shitty. They just shitty ass people. And you know, it's sad because majority of the people in society is shitty ass people. That's why they click together. You be feeling like you're an outsider, like motherfucker don't want to fuck with you because they the motherfucking reason. Let the birds and feathers flock the fucking together. Real niggas stay to themselves. Fuck y'all.
I'm glad that you're not going to miss this revival. The highly anticipated prophecy.
You to know that Donald Trump actually has no plan for you because he is more interested in defending himself than he is in looking out for you.
Okay, but you just said he had a plan, and that Goldman Sachs and 16 other people said that his plan would be destructive for our society, our country. But then you're gonna come back minutes later and say he don't have a plan. He don't have a plan for you or nobody. Make up your damn mind.
I went to the Wharton School of Finance, and many of those professors, the top professors, think my plan is a brilliant plan. It's a great plan. It's a plan that's going to bring up our worth, our value as a country. It's going to make people want to be able to go and work and create jobs and create a lot of good, solid money for our country. And just to finish off, she doesn't have a plan. She copied Biden's plan. And it's like 4 sentences, like one spot run. 4 sentences that are just, oh, we'll try and lower taxes. She doesn't have a plan. Take a look at her plan. She doesn't have a plan.
Yep.
Mr. President, I do want to drill down on something you both brought up. The Vice President brought up your tariffs. You responded, and let's drill down on this, because your plan is what she calls is essentially a national sales tax. Your proposal calls for tariffs, as you pointed out here, on foreign imports across the board. You recently said that you might double your plan, imposing tariffs up to 20% on goods coming into this country. As you know, many economists say that with tariffs at that level, costs are then passed on to the consumer. Vice President Harris has argued it'll mean higher prices on gas, food, clothing, medication, arguing it costs the typical family nearly $4,000 a year. Do you believe Americans can afford higher prices because of tariffs?
They're not going to have higher prices. What's going to have, and who's going to have higher prices, is China and all of the countries that have been ripping us off for years. I was the only president ever. China was paying us hundreds of billions of dollars, and so were other countries. And, you know, if she doesn't like them, they should have gone out and they should have immediately cut the tariffs. But those tariffs are there 3.5 years now under their administration. We are going to take in billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars. I had no inflation, virtually no inflation. They had the highest inflation perhaps in the history of our country, because I've never seen a worse period of time. People can't go out and buy cereal or bacon or eggs or anything else. The people of our country are absolutely dying with what they've done. They've destroyed the economy. And all you have to do is look at a poll. The polls say 80 and 85 and even 90% that the Trump economy was great, that their economy was terrible.
Vice President Harris, I do want to ask for your response. And you heard what the president said there, because the Biden administration did keep a number of the Trump tariffs in place. So how do you respond?
Well, let's be clear that the Trump administration resulted in a trade deficit, one of the highest we've ever seen in the history of America. He invited trade wars. You want to talk about his deal with China? What he ended up doing is, under Donald Trump's presidency, he ended up selling American chips to China to help them improve and modernize their military, basically sold us out, when a policy about China should be in making sure the United States of America wins the competition for the 21st century, which means focusing on the details of what that requires, focusing on relationships with our allies, focusing on investing in American-based technology so that we win the race on AI, on quantum computing, focusing on what we need to do to support America's workforce so that we don't end up having on the short end of the stick in terms of workers' rights. But what Donald Trump did, let's talk about this, with COVID, is he actually thanked President Xi for what he did during COVID. Look at his tweet. Thank you, President Xi, exclamation point, when we know that Xi was responsible for lacking and not giving us transparency about the origins of COVID.
President Trump, I'll let you respond.
First of all, they bought their chips from Taiwan. We hardly make chips anymore because of philosophies like they have and policies like they have. I don't say her because she has no policy. Everything that she believed 3 years ago and 4 years ago is out the window. She's going to my philosophy now. In fact, I was going to send her a MAGA hat. She's gone to my philosophy. But if she ever got elected, she'd change it. And it will be the end of our country. She's a Marxist. Everybody knows she's a Marxist. Her father's a Marxist professor in economics. And he taught her well. But when you look at what she's done to our country, and when you look at these millions and millions of people that are pouring into our country monthly, where it's, I believe, 21 million people, not the 15 that people say, and I think it's a lot higher than the 21. That's bigger than New York State pouring in. And just look at what they're doing to our country. They're criminals. Many of these people coming in are criminals. And that's bad for our economy, too. You know, you mentioned before, we'll talk about immigration later. Well, bad immigration is the worst thing that can happen to our economy. They have, and she has, destroyed our country with policy that's insane. Almost policy that you'd say they have to hate our country.
President Trump, thank you.
I want to turn to the issue of abortion. President Trump, you often touted that you were able to kill Roe v. Wade. Last year, you said that you were proud to be the most pro-life president in American history. Then last month, you said that your administration would be great for women and their reproductive rights. In your home state of Florida, you surprised many with regard to your 6-week abortion ban, because you initially had said that it was too short. And you said, quote, I'm going to be voting that we need more than 6 weeks. But then the very next day, you reversed course and said you would vote to support this.
And we will decide what to do with the baby. In other words, we'll execute the baby. And that's why I did that, because that predominates, because they're radical. The Democrats are radical in that. And her vice presidential pick, which I think was a horrible pick, by the way, for our country, because he is really out of it. But her vice presidential pick says abortion in the 9th month is absolutely fine. He also says execution after birth. It's execution, no longer abortion, because the baby is born, is okay. And that's not okay with me, hence the vote. But what I did is something for 52 years. They've been trying to get Roe v. Wade into the states. And through the genius and heart and strength of 6 Supreme Court justices, we were able to do that. Now, I believe in the exceptions for rape, incest, and life of the mother. I believe strongly in it. Ronald Reagan did also. 85% of Republicans do. Exceptions. Very important. But we were able to get it, and now states are voting on it. And for the first time, you're going to see, look, this is an issue that's torn our country apart for 52 years. Every legal scholar, every Democrat, every Republican, liberal, conservative, they all wanted this issue to be brought back to the states where the people could vote. And that's what happened. And now, Ohio, the vote was somewhat liberal. Kansas, the vote was somewhat liberal, much more liberal than people would have thought. But each individual state is voting. It's the vote of the people now. It's not tied up in the federal government. I did a great service in doing it. It took courage to do it. And the Supreme Court had great courage in doing it. And I give tremendous credit to those 6 justices.
There is no state in this country where it is legal to kill a baby after it's born. Madam Vice President, I want to get your response to President Trump.
Well, as I said, you're going to hear a bunch of lies, and that's not actually a surprising fact. Let's understand how we got here. Donald Trump hand-selected 3 members of the United States Supreme Court with the intention that they would undo the protections of Roe v. Wade. And they did exactly as he intended. And now in over 20 states, there are Trump abortion bans, which make it criminal for a doctor or nurse to provide health care. In one state, it provides prison for life. Trump abortion bans that make no exception even for rape and incest, which understand what that means. A survivor of a crime of violation to their body does not have the right to make a decision about what happens to their body next. That is immoral. And one does not have to abandon their faith or deeply held beliefs to agree. The government, and Donald Trump certainly, should not be telling a woman what to do with her body. I have talked with women around our country. You want to talk about this is what people wanted? Pregnant women who want to carry a pregnancy to term, suffering from
look at Donald Trump's face. He's just letting her talk.
In an emergency
that didn't have nothing to do with the question. Where's she going with this? Where's she going with this?
In a car in the parking lot? She didn't want that.
Man, this shit crazy.
Her husband didn't want that. A 12 or...
Tell me, where is she going with this? That had nothing to do with the question. That has nothing to do with the question. But you see how she's ranting and running and running and talking about shit that chit chatter that don't matter? Man, this lady full of shit. How y'all doing? Come on in, push that like button. His political talking points are so obvious. He shows New York State because New York City. But there's 8 million people in New York alone. That ain't shit. It's 35 million people in Los Angeles. Woo! I got them tag P's. My battery's running low. Y'all like my new cup? I always be finding these nice little cups, don't I? Shit, these Newports right here is all good, man. These motherfuckers fresh. I just got through eating. It's 12:30. This is one of the 5 best things I want every day of my life. What's the 5 things that you do every day that you want to do every day?
guys have like walk-ins? You guys have walk-ins? Haircuts?
Have walk-in?
Yeah. No?
Nobody's in there.
Nobody's in there?
Yeah, you need a cut?
Yeah.
What kind of haircut you trying to get?
Just a low taper fade.
Which one, the taper or the fade?
Taper, right?
Just want to go around the edges and the back? You don't want nothing off your top?
No, I just buzz it.
You wear a lineup?
No.
No lineup? I got you. I'll hook you up. No problem. Nah, brother. I don't sell drugs. I sell haircuts. See, with that type of mindset, you ain't gonna never have nothing in life. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go. I will be back. It's time to go to work. Gotta put these damn groceries up. How you doing today, man?
Pretty good. First day I had off work.
Like what you do?
Construction. We just moved out here.
Where you from?
San Bernardino, but probably gonna move out there to San Pedro here in the future. I just cut it because I'm going to go to the Coast Guard, so those foods are going to cut it anyway. But I got a kid on the way. My baby shower's on Saturday, so she need to cut a boy.
Oh man, congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're doing good, man. Got a service.
Yeah. You like stream on the side or something?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel that's pretty popular.
All right, thank you, Kimberly. Developing news, New York City Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted on federal corruption charges. Adams has been indicted on 5 counts including bribery, wire fraud, and soliciting illegal foreign campaign contributions. The indictment accuses the mayor of accepting illicit campaign contributions and other payouts from foreign nationals. Prosecutors say that Adams demanded bribes from a Turkish official, including luxury travel and free meals, in exchange Adams pressured The New York Fire Department to eliminate previous consequences without a fire inspection. Today, Mayor Adams is responding to that indictment, saying that he is not stepping down.
For his reaction, we want to bring in Eileen Palmer from our sister station in New York City. She's live in front of the mayor's residence in Manhattan. Eileen, good afternoon. Well, good afternoon. Yeah, we're here outside of Grace Mansion. It's here behind me is the gate to Grace Mansion, the mayor's residence. And just a few minutes ago, before 3 o'clock, we actually had a second news conference here with the attorney, again denying the charges and asking to be arraigned quickly on this indictment. Now, it was supposed to be next week, but they are saying that the attorneys for the mayor are saying that they want it to be at the Barber TV today or tomorrow. But again, denying the charges. We also have sound from the news conference earlier today when the mayor came out here on the sidewalk and addressed the media and was heckled.
I'm getting paid, you know.
And I asked our side to reach out. From here, my attorneys will take care of the case like they take care of the city. My day-to-day will not change. I will continue to do the job for 8.3 million New Yorkers that I was elected to do.
So you just opened the shop not too long ago, or it's been 5 years?
And among the people who were out here, regular New Yorkers, to hear that news conference, and there were some protesters who were calling on the mayor to resign. But again, he said he's not resigning, and you heard in that soundbite there that he plans to continue to do the business of New York, as he says, and to continue to stay in office at this point. Again, we don't know exactly when he will be arraigned, but his attorneys say they want it sooner. On the opposition side, Eileen Palmer, it's one of the news stories in LA.
Yeah, like last year. I've been finding my hair every time I
All right, time for Up Front with the Hill. We'll look at the top political headlines across the nation and here at home.
And joining us now from Washington, D.C. is the Hills reporter, Julia Manchester. Great to see you, Julia. Let's get to the latest on the campaigns. Kamala Harris is going to visit the southern border, and former President Trump is going back to the side of his first assassination attempt.
Yeah, great to see you both, Glenn and Lou. So yes, on Friday, Kamala Harris will head to the southern border. She will visit Douglas, Arizona. Now, she's been pressured to make a visit to the southern border as former President Trump and Republicans look to really attack her on this issue. Republicans claim that the Biden administration and Kamala Harris in her role as Vice President has been particularly weak on this issue. So it will certainly be a high-profile visit, and I'm sure Kamala Harris will continue to push this messaging. But the Biden administration has actually been stronger on the issue, and that Trump is the one who is weak. Now, this is all part of the West Coast swing. After she visits Douglas, Arizona, in that border town, she will head up to San Francisco, Los Angeles, for separate campaign events over the weekend. So Kamala Harris doing that West Coast swing. But back east, taking place next week, former President Donald Trump will visit Butler, Pennsylvania. Of course, that's the site of the first assassination attempt against him. We're told that during this event, he will honor Ford Ford, the Trump supporter that was killed during the rally last July. So that will certainly be a major event. It comes really as you have two federal folks,
you get like nervous when you go up there?
Pennsylvania assassination attempt and Florida assassination attempt. Earlier this week, the Senate released findings of their
I feel like that would be like hella nerve-wracking, like
I mean, it's a lot of things that I don't even see the crowd. I got so much put in my brain while I'm on stage.
Yeah.
You know, to make people laugh. I don't see the crowd. I'm not one of those types of comedians that improv and talk on stage. I really tell a lot of stories, or you know, I
Let's talk about the latest polls.
a lot of college
Donald
stories.
Trump is slightly over
With
Kamala Harris.
he's on live so much. A lot of the things
Yeah, so
that I
this
talk
is
about in live
Mayor's
come
College
true.
poll that was released yesterday or earlier this morning. Saying in this poll, we really need to look at the Sun Belt and we're looking Arizona, Georgia, and North Carolina. So in Georgia and Arizona, we see that Donald Trump has a very slim over Kamala Harris.
You gotta always
Her,
elevate your comment. I'm just gonna do that one thing, saying
Carolina, they are tied at 49.
and that's what a lot of communities do.
North Carolina
They
is
get famous off of
fascinating
one joke or one little thing,
that
little flaws, and they
wrong.
run with that. Like that's them as a person.
Yeah, I do see that a lot.
And it's not them, you know what I mean? When you really get to see them as a real person, you're like, man, they really like that funny, right? You know what I mean? Because a lot of them are social media fucking, comedians, and not real stand-up comedians. Real stand-up comedians started doing stand-up, going on stage, getting on, putting in time to do what it takes to be a comedian, from a stand-up perspective, you know what I mean? Not just making a funny going viral video and people looking, are you a comedian? And they don't know none of the elements of what it takes to be a stand-up comedian, or never even tried it, but because they build these platforms on social media, promote engagement, support them, and send them to Hollywood, and they don't do nothing but help them crash and burn, so they ain't ready for money, they ain't ready for stage, you know what I mean? You gotta really be ready for that.
My favorite.
And a reminder, you can watch the upcoming debate between Vice Presidential
One of my
candidate
favorite
Vance and
comedians
Tim
is
Walz.
a guy,
Right here on KTLA 5 on Thursday night, starting at 6 p.m. We'll have full coverage of
He created he's a 90s comedian, he died young, but he created this cartoon called Baby Kids. And it was like a whole bunch
Today's Health Smart researchers in New York have made a breakthrough discovery that will help them track the spread of cancer throughout the body.
most famous set,
New
he's
technology
talking
was
about a girl
developed
he
at
had
Cold
met
Spring Harbor Laboratory
online.
and
He took her
Rio
out,
Cornell
when he
Medicine.
got
It
there.
allows
She
researchers
had 5
to
other
tag
kids. She said she didn't have no kids.
Oh, yeah?
But she was watching baby kids. like this her friend, baby, she ain't got no babysitter. So he talking about how they went to,
a small
he
subset of highly
said,
aggressive cells are responsible for establishing new tumor sites.
Six Flags.
Researchers hope the findings will change the approach to cancer treatment in the
Talking
future.
back to him.
The study is published in the journal
Kids
Cancer
on his wallet while he was standing in line, stole some money
Researchers
while they
looking into
bought
why
baby shit.
we're seeing more pandemics in recent decades says our impact on the planet may be to blame. A study out of China found a link between dengue fever and weather factors. And researchers say since the 1980s, we've had HIV, AIDS, then several flu pandemics, SARS, and now COVID. They believe when nature is in balance,
Dave Chappelle at all or no?
what pathogens
Dave
cause
was,
pandemics, and when human activity
I like
disrupts
his
ecosystems, including
show.
climate change
You know
and
what I mean? But as a
biodiversity
comedian,
loss,
as a
and risk of
stand-up,
pandemics.
he's not as funny as you think he is.
And still ahead here, Scott
So he's
Movie
more
Man
like
as your
one of those
entertainment highlights
fucking
including
comedians
its
that,
about the
they
sexiest
can
TV
put
host
ranks
like
to make
Mark
it.
Playlist
He
and
do
Jimmy
have
Fallon
good
are
political
shows
feelings,
growth
good
for
actors,
bottom
you know what I
this year's
mean?
covenant.
But
People
in raw
magazine
stand-up,
said
nah,
success.
you know what I mean? He done already proved himself he's really not a comedian, he's an actor, you know what I mean? That's how it is, kind of funny. And it's different, it's different genres of media. And as they get in it, they fall into the genre that like dramatic feeling. And they, and how you say improv, like doing improv comedy sketches and shit like that. It's hilarious, but the stand-up comedy world, it's just that how you say the promoters and producers see those characteristics in his comedy, and they bring it out. And they always highlight the good sides of a good comedian. It's not, it might not be their standpoint or stand-up, but how you say their humor point or their human intellect or humor of intellect is very funny. You know what I mean? And they have made a lot of controversial, comedy skits that I love. You know what I mean? Yeah. As an artist, he's one of the comedians I was going to wait for. I thought about it, and I respect him. But when I actually met him in person and stand up, I don't have,
Wasn't as funny.
He's not as funny. He's not what I thought he was. You know what I mean? But he's an artist, man. You know what I mean? And they work in like quick, like they, like I said, most of those are actors, want to be stand-up comedians. You know what I mean? They didn't really grow up in the stand-up world, or into the acting world. That's where, like Nick Capri was a stand-up comedian before he became an actor. You know what I mean? And he was working stand-up, and his stand-up was a lot different from his acting. You You know, I mean, a lot of people say this was a good actor. Yeah. But he was a better stand-up, you know. And that's what he was, because he comes from them late night, you know, those back in the wall, late night comedy clubs that, you know, the old school comedians had to come to get in. Yeah. Blow up, you know.
So right now, in the team right now, who would you recommend personally?
You know, crazy that I stepped away from comedy. Like, I don't even listen to it, you know, because once I get back into it, I don't want nobody to say, hey, man, he stole that from me, or he did this, you know what I mean? I don't even listen to other people's comedy. I don't feel like it. And it's crazy. I just started back getting into my favorite thing, getting back to getting back on stage and do something else. Once you make it to that level where, you know, it's all about the audience, and when the people really want to see you, you know, I got people that apply to, you know, Canada that come out to see my shows, and so I'm building more of a brand now, you know what I mean? At first I wasn't thinking like that, I wasn't, you know, it was just about, you know, say, telling jokes, but now it's about my brand, you know what I mean? Once my brand is at a certain point, you know, I'll be able to use it for a better cause. That's what it's all about. How you social media going, how many people following you, you know what I mean? You really want to get those big opportunities, you gotta have a big following. And, you know, YouTube, I used to say YouTube is one of the best places to have that platform, because they know, you know, YouTube is nationwide, it's worldwide, you know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of people blow up on other platforms like Facebook and Instagram, but they usually local, you know, they local, locally, put them in a spot where, you know, the algorithm will pick them up, and they take off, you know what I mean? It's all about the views. You can get people to watch the video, to watch you as a artist. Then, you know, that's what the social media platform is.
It was so, I could see it. And I remember standing outside the room, just a bunch of people with all these gorgeous signs, and I thought, like, this is what the top of the wave feels like. And then I thought about, obviously, I have my kiddos later in life, and I was thinking that they deserve a bigger piece of my time that I have. Other companies made the big announcement earlier this morning.
You got 1 million followers on YouTube. You got 1 million followers on Facebook and Instagram.
You never tried the TikTok?
Yeah, I got 180,000 followers on TikTok. I did it a couple times. I did reset it, started another account, got back up there, blocked that one.
Oh yeah. They're like really hard on the guy.
Yeah, they really, you know, they sensitive. You know what I mean? And that's bullshit, because you see a lot of content on there that really really like shit. They didn't block them, why the fuck they block me? You know what I mean?
Market Swales, Jimmy Fallon,
That's what every people allow, man. You know what I mean? What people allow, what people want, that's what the social media is feeding them.
dropped out of the race, and this is how the Live with Kelly and Mark respond. Over the weekend, I was considering it. I'm like, you know what, maybe I should pledge my support.
Yeah, take yourself out of the, like all points in the daytime average.
Yeah, so somebody else can win.
So somebody else.
And I was like, you know, maybe I should come on the show on Monday and say, you know, if you're gonna vote for me, you might as well vote for Jimmy. But then I didn't consider it. And then Fallon drops this on the Tonight Show on Wednesday night.
Marcus Wells says he's the sexiest TV host. But look at the facts. If Mark's so sexy, then why has his wife been on Jimmy's show 8 times? Jimmy's wife hasn't been on the show once. Mark was shirtless at the pool, but is he man enough to wear Spanx under his dress? He's not even a host. He's a co-host. That's right. An illegitimate candidate. Jimmy just turned 50. Mark's pushing 54. Good luck on a golden bachelorette butt.
But it was up to us. We nominate a different one. Our very own Mark Christie, of course, Mark Consuelos, did win last year, and will probably win this year. That's your entertainment report in Hollywood. I'm Scott Lee.
It's nice to have fun like that.
The old competition days like Carson,
Yeah.
whomever else, those days are gone. You just said whoever else.
Yeah, whoever else.
That was it. The gold standard, he was.
Yeah, back in the day.
Well, we've got some gold standard weather for Lou. It's a beautiful day here in Southern California. We are looking at a lot of sunshine. Temperature's very comfortable. We will have start to see a warm up, and that's going to rise towards the end of the weekend. And by the beginning of next week, wow, we've got heat coming back to Southern California.
Did you stand up too or not? He's
It's a beautiful day at Huntington Beach right now. Not a lot of surfaces, one breakers, joggers, walkers, get out down the strand, enjoying all the sunshine. Inland, well, we're starting to make our move towards the 80s, but not there yet. Once you're up in the Natural Valley, we're going to
would surprise you later on, right?
Riverside in the upper 70s, 20s, partly mostly cloudy, temperature about 66 degrees. Weather headlines, temperatures, well, we love it, and they're going to continue to stay just at or slightly below and slightly above normal, just by a couple of degrees each or either way. So no big significant swings in daytime highs as we make our way through tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Morning of clouds, afternoon sunshine, that will continue to be in the cards for your forecast as well. Now, once again, by Monday, the heat comes in. Tuesday, Wednesday, those inland communities and valleys, it's going to be hot, anywhere between about 98 to up to 100. Certain valley communities could go up to about 106 degrees, and it does look like Tuesday could be the hottest of the next 7 days going forward. Ridging continues to stick around the southwest. Tropical pressure off the Southern California shoreline with this southwesterly flow, again allowing the marine air to form over the next few nights and mornings. Cloud cover through the morning, sunshine in the afternoon, warm daytime highs for the inland communities. That may continue tomorrow on Friday. We've got towards Saturday, Sunday, much of the weekend, very similar forecast. Once we make our way from late Sunday into Monday, well, you see the low and the ridge is just basically doing a little bit of a dance for the next 3 to 4 days. And finally, the ridge takes over once we head into Monday of next week, and that ridge is going to push the low back off into the Pacific. That's when we're looking at a strong offshore flow. The heat begins to dominate your forecast. Once again, that'll be the beginning as well as the middle of much of next week. And because of that, we're already looking at some of that excessive heat and the excessive heat warning making its way through many of the border communities all the way through Tuesday of next week, where temperatures could go anywhere between about 110 to 115 degrees. Driving into Nevada, Arizona this weekend, please be very careful, folks. It is going to be hot. Getting hot for that's on the inland temps are going to around 100 degrees.
I thought it was like just really in the box.
70s for Canada, of course, for the great Friday afternoon. Anaheim, Fullerton, at 79 degrees.
And so, like, Ali would go over there all the time, or just...
No, that was the one time.
Ontario, between 80 to 89 San Bernardino, will be a lot warmer tomorrow, about 94 degrees. Stay in the low 70s all the way through Sunday. We start to warm things up the coast on Monday at 74, Tuesday 77, Wednesday 76. San Gabriel Valley coming out of the mid-80s for the next day afternoons into the 90s on Monday and Tuesday. Once again, that's been a hot day at 98 degrees. Again, that's the San Gabriel Valley. Inland areas of Orange County, upper 70s, low 80s through Sunday. Monday brings us to 84. Tuesday, it's that warm day at 88, 86. Wednesday, 83 by next Thursday. We're going to take a quick break. Your KTLA News is coming right back.
Hard Kitty and Roller, my back was hurting, my neck was hurting. I called Kobe Myers. I called Myers was the best trust. They genuinely cared of how I was feeling, how I was feeling. Because of the settlement, I was able to spend more time with my family.
Jacoby Myers for the justice you deserve. Explore resources for nutrition, health insurance, caregiving, and more. Call 800-510-2020 or visit aging.ca.gov. If you're 50 or over, you can be taking advantage of everything AARP has to offer right now. Join AARP for $12 for 1 year, and your second membership is free. Get instant access to discounts on everyday purchases, eye care, prescriptions, and tools and tips to help manage your money and maximize your health. Plus, AARP fights to protect your Social Security, Medicare, and more. Join and get an insulated truck organizer for free. Call or go to
You know, and stuff,
No. I when I was a kid, when I was like 19, I went to college and started with military science, but I never finished.
Didn't see it.
No, it ain't that. I ended up falling into, temptation industries, hanging around the wrong people, I ended up shooting somebody in my own jail. That's it. Once you get convicted of a death
Same thing happened to my pops too. Yeah.
People tell me how
lucky
you make decisions in life when you get older, man, but when we get younger, and it's hard to, make those elections. Yeah. I wish I could go back to school, so that would be my, if I would go back to school for anything else, that would be very close, but I would go to school. Or that, I'd be a officer. There's nothing to do with school. Why do that would make it harder? Because nothing is right. I made over 4 years now.
You tell you what?
I made almost 200,000. Good money, bro. I made over $250,000. Do it like
I hate my girlfriend so much.
All the safe in Hollywood today, Batman is down for watching over his brand new show.
It's no experience all the time, you know what I mean?
For superheroes,
Once you start to realize that a lot of the person are people that's just like
since then, several others have won the cake in movies, including Michael Keaton, Robert Pattinson, Ben Affleck, and Christian Bale.
And the younger you are, the more the better chances are to gravitate to, more like Michael Keaton. You know what I mean?
All right, that does it for the K285 News at noon.
Probably not what it is.
It is what it is, man.
All right, next to one.
I never thought when I went to school this when I was 18, this is the
50-50 home run ball, a lawsuit was filed for ownership. Why a teenager is claiming rights to the historic memorabilia.
I'll figure out what I'm going to do later.
Girl looking for a forever home. We're going to introduce you to our pet of the week. Up next on the K285 News.
When I look at it, it would have been life would have been just a little bit better for me if I would have finished more serious. But for the most part, life is beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Places I was in, experiences I was seeing, life, like I can't replace it. You wouldn't want to replace it.
Baby, I have to do something for healthcare.
Look at that right now, man. There's no education in schools. You can get into right now. You can 6 months, get your license, and start making money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is that right now. A lot of people a lot of my consumers, but it ain't like that. Some people just lucky as far as games that close with them. You know what I mean? But sometimes you gotta build it from the ground up. You know what I mean? You gotta build it from the ground up. It's more, it's more beneficial for you. You know what I mean? Like, I tell everybody, like, the people that ride with me now are the people that started with me from day one. And I got enough people from day one. My job is to get them moving people. You know what I mean?
Driving the Nissan Rogue, Google built in, it's like. It's like. Drive the Nissan Rogue today.
Get 0% financing for 36 months or get up to $2,500 total savings on remaining select 2024 road private trucks.
have your retirement, but don't be scared. You're still in retirement.
Does that mean that I have lifetime?
Precisely. This is retirement.org.
This isn't scary.
Now, in one of the wake of violent incidents on buses and trains, Metro addressing safety concerns. Good afternoon, this is the KQLA 5 News One-on-One Walker.
And I'm Lou Parker, thanks for joining us. The Metro Board of Directors is meeting to discuss improving safety measures on public transit.
We're also learning new details about the hijacked Metro bus. KQLA 5's Chris Wolf, live downtown LA with more on the meeting. Chris? That's right, good afternoon, Glenn and Lou. More transportation police officers, also new metal detector checkpoints, and more protective enclosures for bus drivers. All of this being discussed today at the regular meeting of the Metro Board of Directors, just one day after the deadly hijacking of a Metro bus. The meeting is underway earlier in the day. LA Mayor Karen Bass joined Metro Board Chair Supervisor Janice Hahn, Metro CEO Stephen Wiggins, and Public Safety discuss updates.
He wasn't driving that driver, but some kind of way, whatever the driver did, he didn't piss him on. He didn't shoot him. You know what I mean? But that's what they keep talking about, how the driver stayed composed, but he shot and killed the passenger already.
Why did he kill that dude? He was trying to fight back.
No, what I think it was, because this is what they said. They said whatever happened, the driver pushed the emergency button on the bus.
Yeah.
And when you push the emergency bus, on the outside of it, it says call 911, emergency right now, please anybody call 911. And so,
the driver was able to press
supposedly they're trying to say that when the dude got on the bus, got into the back and shot him. That's when the driver pushed the panic button.
Yeah.
And then the driver ended up, the dude ended up putting the gun on the driver, making him drive the bus. You know what I mean?
Spike strips along the way.
But they ended up driving a spike
Eventually,
strip
a
on
SWAT
him.
team fired a flashbang and stormed the vehicle.
But it's crazy how it escalated like that.
During today's Metro board meeting,
Why does he want to
Chairperson Janice
hijack
Hahn
a
praised
bus
the
of all
LAPD
things?
and
He got in too deep. When he shot old boy, he didn't know what to do next. Like, you know what I mean? If you think about it, like, he was in too deep.
Was that this bus had one of those new barriers around the driver, which kept this hijacker from completely taking control of the bus, like we saw earlier with the one that kind of crashed into the Ritz-Carlton. So
They had another one that crashed into the Ritz-Carlton the night before.
Protected
Wait,
the driver,
there's
but
two?
also.
Somebody had stole it. You know how like the bus drivers take a break and pull over and jump out and go, they pulled over and
protective barriers or enclosures for drivers to install all buses.
and he ended up crashing into the bank. That was the night before.
Pictures, comments on
That's
social
what he
media.
said. Bus driver got off, locked the door, he shut the door behind him. The bum got right behind him, crowd the door open, and got on that motherfucker and pulled off.
Her first bus broke down and passengers were forced to wait for another bus. Hahn also explained a homeless man tried to board without paying and the driver had to remove him. Supervisor Hahn says Metro has been plagued with violence.
When I was living in LA, bro, I never paid to get on the bus.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is play crazy.
Buses and trains, and she's calling for metal
You ain't put no money in there. Did 50 Cent put money on it? Just turn around and say something crazy to the bus driver. They be like, all right, go ahead. And so for years, bro, we used to ride the bus for free in LA. Like, never had to pay it.
Yeah.
Then sometimes they used to tell you they had always had the emergency complimentary service. Like if your car was to break down in LA, like tire pop or whatever, you can go to the nearest bus stop, tell the driver, hey, I just had a distress, my car broke down, and I need to go to the nearest, you know, I need to get, you know, to my nearest safe bus. And they'll take you for free. But people start using the courtesy ride, going up off the courtesy ride, using that shit out of proportion. And then people just start playing crazy because the crazy people were getting on the bus and don't pay shit. They'd be like, hell no, I just paid $1.50. This motherfucker. Yeah, he just got on the bus and fuck y'all. Like, you like that?
Yeah. You know, I have stories and stuff myself.
Yeah,
we get around all the time. The cops come out, there's nothing they can do.
The latest flash mob style robbery earlier
What was her name?
Saturday targeted the 7-Eleven on the 8500 block of West Olympic Boulevard in the Pico Robertson neighborhood of Los Angeles.
This just into the newsroom. An update now on a story we've been following since last week. 2 vandalism suspects have been arrested at a Hollywood Hills mansion that's been funded by taggers and squatters. A special patrol was at the property last night. Neighbors told them the house had been tagged. Officers found a man and a woman inside a vehicle nearby. A search produced several spray paint cans and one firearm. They were taken into custody without incident. Meantime, that graffiti-covered house was repainted today. It's one of the 2 mansions that have been vandalized in the area. They are owned by the same person, John Middleton, whose father owns the Philadelphia Phillies baseball team. Both homes also are now being guarded around the clock.
UCLA no longer has access to its baseball stadium after a federal judge ordered it be locked down amid a land dispute with the VA. It will remain on lockdown until a deal can be made with the university that will benefit veterans. KTLA's Kimberly Chang live in Brentwood with the very latest. Hi, Kimberly.
Lou, hi, and we're expecting to see that judge at some point today. He is expected to come out here and see it for himself. Let me step aside. You take a look behind me. This is the Jackie Robinson Stadium, and as was ordered at noon today, this area was cordoned off. This area is used by the UCLA baseball team. You can see Veterans Affairs police here. They have shut all the gates, preventing access. Now, this would prevent any use of the UCLA baseball stadium, including for practice, until further notice from the court. Now, before the closure, we saw several people from UCLA Athletics. It appeared they were clearing out the place. They were loading up multiple
Thank y'all for pushing that like button.
The facilities, including sports equipment, tables, chairs, trash bins, all kinds of things. We asked for their reaction, but no one would comment. Now, earlier, we also spoke with veterans.
Well, y'all see how the Lord blessed me, right? I cut the man hair. I charged him $40. He gave me a $20 tip. God is good, ain't he? All the time. How y'all doing, man? Y'all good? Or y'all mad at me? Y'all don't like me. I'm a real black man that got something really going on for himself. I ain't like the rest of these niggas y'all see on social media or YouTube. Like, I give y'all my real life, man. Like, this is real life, natural, in the moment. I'm chilling. This is what I'll be doing if the camera wasn't on in the first goddamn place. I hate to be sitting here by myself like that, so I might as well have about 20, 30 people watch me, you know what I mean? Real nigga shit. A lot of people don't understand what real nigga shit is, what real niggas do, how real niggas feel, you know. A lot of people don't understand, man. They just... With the streets on lock and the streets on lock, yeah. Yeah. I got the streets on lock, the streets on lock, yeah. Yeah. But I do need help. I need some real good barbers. I need some barbers. that want to cut and make some money. If I find 3 good barbers, I will be in the game right now. When I start going live, then y'all gonna see people standing everywhere. People gonna be all around getting their hair cut. I'm gonna have a real poppin' barbershop. That's all I dream for. You know what I mean? He actually going to pay. He actually going to pay for that cut. Yep, pay well. Sound like you can't afford the haircut. That's why you talking about the pay. You know what you expect out of a haircut. Ain't no such thing as a perfect haircut. Ain't nobody got no perfect head. They just want to look better. A haircut makes you look better. I know how to do good haircuts. I ain't spraying shit on your face. I ain't trying to make you look Hollywood. My shit gonna make you look good naturally. That's what people want to feel. They want to feel like they look good. They want to look in the mirror and see themselves look better than they did the last time they looked in the mirror. You know what I mean? See, the difference between me and your average barber that you like, that you probably think that can cut hair real good, I went to barber school. He didn't. I was taught by a real barber instructor how to cut hair. And I was told the day I started in school, I got to erase the way that I think how to know how to cut hair. And I got to learn how to cut hair the right way. And that's what I do. I cut hair the right way. And I can apply this method to any type of hair type and give them any type of haircut that they want. Now, the average black barber can't tell you that because they can't cut other people's hair. That's their problem. That's why I don't never stop making money. I can't be stopped because I can do anybody. And I don't discriminate when I do. But when I do it, God put it on my heart to do it. Most customers that just walk up, depending on how I feel, I tell their ass, I'm good. I'm cool, dog. You got to make an appointment to sit in my chair. If my spirit and your initial spirit, the way you initiatedly walked up to me, ain't right, yeah, you're going to have to make an appointment, dog. I can give a fuck if I don't do nobody else for the rest of the day. How you doing? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This white guy doesn't go for the race card. Being prejudiced is a form of ignorance. No, being prejudiced is an American right. Being racist is a form of ignorance. And that's what y'all people can't identify the difference as. Y'all don't know it when y'all racist, and y'all don't know when y'all being prejudiced. And I'm a prejudiced motherfucker, and I do not discriminate. Shit, I'm prejudiced against everybody. I can't stand you niggas, and don't come around me. The fuck you mean? I don't like your ass. It ain't got nothing to do with fucking hating you as a person, as a human being. Want to see you burn. Want to see you hung from a tree. Want to see you don't exist. Don't want to see you have shit. No, that's a big difference. You know? I just don't like your ass. I don't like your ways. I don't like the way you act. I don't like the way you talk. I don't like the way you walk. And if I don't like you, I choose to stay the far the fuck away from you. Now that's being prejudiced. Now being racist is to say that I hate you. I hate you for what you look like. I hate you because you black. I hate you because you breathing. I hate you. I hate you. I don't want to see you do nothing in life. I don't want nothing good to happen to you. I don't want. That's racist, dog. Ain't nothing wrong with being prejudiced. Shit. You can dislike anything you just choose to not like, then that's being prejudiced. Don't understand the difference. Being racist. Most of y'all motherfuckers is racist. Y'all hate us. Y'all really hate us. You despise us. I dislike your ass. That's, I just don't like you. And if I don't like you, I ain't fucking with you. I'm out of here. That's prejudice. Big difference. You know what I mean? I would have to agree with all your points on prejudice. Thank you. That's prejudice. That is prejudice. When you're prejudiced, you just don't like a person because I don't like you, nigga. I don't like the way you dress. The way you dress, the way you look like you got up this morning, I don't like you. If I don't like you, I got a choice not to fuck with you. And so I don't fuck with your kind. So I can be prejudiced. You know what I mean? But being racist, I come from one of the most racist, well, the most racist state in the United States, Mississippi. And y'all niggas don't understand what racism is until you get spit in the face with it. Like, I done been spit in the face with racism. Like, them crackers really spit in my face. Like, fuck you, nigger. I can't stand your kind. I wish y'all all would burn the moment you came out your pussy, your mama's pussy. Like, that's the way they feel about you. That's racism, dog. It's good you can cut different types of hair. Yeah, with a universal heart to make them feel good about themselves. I don't care who it is. It could be a white person, a Mexican person, an Asian person, a European person, a goddamn Arab. Like, as y'all can see, I got all type of customers. I got every customer: Chinese, Asian, Filipino, goddamn Vietnamese. I got every type of customer there is. I don't discriminate. And I got more Mexican customers than black customers. Ain't that about a bitch? That's why the Mexican barbers don't like me, because they feel like I'm stepping on their toes. Should have your ass available. And your customers wouldn't be wandering around looking for another barber to cut their hair. And the moment they say, oh yeah, my barber wasn't available, don't worry about it. When I get through with your ass, you're going to go back and tell your barber what I did to you. That's why these barbers don't like me. He charged me $150. Yeah, damn right. When they usually pay $25. Well, I'm sorry. You know, racism is instilled. Racism is instilled. That's just like I was instilled to be prejudiced. My grandfather taught me the definition of prejudice a long time ago, and he taught me how to be prejudiced, and that's the only way you can have something in life. You have to be prejudiced. If you're not prejudiced, you ain't gonna have shit. Can I get you to agree? You got to be prejudiced in order to have anything in America. Because if you're not, you're gonna like everything, and they gonna use the shit out you. So live. Use the shit out you.
New York City Mayor Adams has been indicted on federal corruption charges. Adams was charged with 5 federal counts with bribery, wire fraud, and soliciting for illegal campaign contributions. The indictment
A lot of people don't know what it is.
illicit campaign contributions and payouts from foreign nationals. Prosecutors also allege Adams demanded bribes from a Turkish official, including luxury travel and meals. Adams grew today after the indictment was unsealed.
And I ask to wait in fear our side to this narrative. From here, my turn to take care of the kids so I can take care of the city.
So I guess New York remains the Russia.
Boy, every mayor New York get be on some corruption shit, don't it? They had Kumo, now they got Cujo. Boy, they put Cujo on American justice, boy. Boy, they didn't even do the white man Kumo like that. And he, boy. Boy, that nigga knew he was getting money from foreign sources when he was running for goddamn mayor. He know he didn't have no damn support like that. The funny part, the feds let him win that election. They had that information back then. They were like, nah, we gonna let this shit brew up. We gonna let him go on and make him feel like he good in office. We gonna come and arrest his ass right before the election. Now New York gonna need another mayor. The governor finna fire his ass. New York always got scandals going on. Watch. Karen Bass gonna get locked up next. They gonna get Karen Bass next. Watch. She done took all kind of bribes and scandals.
That is the good news. It is pretty quiet on the roadways right now. People giving those warnings, but I'll tell you, I'm a Southern California native. I grew up watching KTLA, and I don't have a whole lot of experience with hurricanes from my childhood, but these people do, and they know what to do when a severe storm, those magnitude storm comes ashore. Yeah, hold on to your hat, basically.
I do my best to follow Jesus, but I fall short too often. Thanks for the election. Thanks for the education. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I try to spiritually inform people. I try to mentally inform people. I try to educationally inform people. A lot of people don't like, to be taught something new. But then they still learn something new anyway, and they get mad at the person who taught them. Like, it's sad. Like, no, I don't play no games, baby. I don't play no games. I got a PlayStation, but I don't even know how to turn that motherfucker on. I don't play no games. Yeah, I ain't into none of that shit. I'm trying to focus on my business. When I can build my business up, then I can go into my office and I can work on all that shit. I can play the game. I ain't at that point in life where I got that much free mental space where I can play games and shit. Like, I ain't at that point. Game is a second life. I don't know nothing about that. I ain't made it there yet to be able to live a second life. I'm still trying to live my first life and be successful. Fuck all that bullshit. You know what I'm talking about? I'm enjoying mine. Every moment of it. This is like, I'm living my dream right now. I tell everybody, a lot of people is mad at themselves in life because they not living their dream. Even though I'm nowhere where I want to be, I'm still living in my dream. And if I don't make the amount, a lot of money like I dream I supposed to make, I'm still making enough because my dream is still alive. Do you understand what I mean by that? Like, I'm still making enough because my dream is still alive. So I don't disregard nobody, the way they feel about things and how life go for them, because life don't go that way for me. I don't have none of the things that y'all have. I have less than half of the things that you have, and I got more than you. I got less than half of the things. I pay less than half of the things you pay out every month, and I still have way more than you. And that's because I'm blessed. Life is beautiful. God is good. Like, I put God first every day in my life, and there's not a day that don't go by I don't recognize him and give him recognition and tell him thank you. And they're the type of things I do. That's why my blessings keep flowing in and overflowing, and I'm always able to be at peace with myself, with life. Even with the people that done cause me harm, I don't even think about them. Ain't that beautiful? Or that's too much for some people to talk about.
Thank you. Next in travel smart. First come, first serve. Open seating on Southwest Airlines. Stay put for the time being. Carrier will be rolling out reserve booking on its flights as ahead.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Bless. got 19 people, 19 locked. I got $19 for a lap dance. Hey, and I only got $1 for a cigarette. Hey, 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 I got $19 for a lap dance. And I only got $1 for a cigarette. Hey, 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 how y'all doing? Come on in. They say I'm crazy as hell, huh? I feel like I'm happy. I'm free. I'm blessed. Like, to be able to, you know, live in this type of mindset, carefree, no worries, no stress. Everything taken care of. Like, this is a blessing. This is what a lot of people pray about. Like, you don't want to be, you don't have to ordinarily have to be rich to be happy in life. But to have all your elements taken care of, and you got a little more extra for yourself, and you can do anything you want to do, that's the richest life you can live. Especially when you're working for yourself. That means if I wanted to go home right now and go to sleep, I can do that. I can go home right now and take my ass to sleep. But I wouldn't do that. What time is it? It's 1:30.
Ian Travis walks out with Airlines found basic details on what plans to scrap its trademark open seat policy. This morning, the airline is saying the passengers will be able to book reserved seat in late 2025. Those flights will take place starting in 2026. Airline executives said the reason the airline is not happy to see it is because it will take some time to reconfigure its fleet. The change comes after 5 decades of open seat.
Yeah. I'm glad I got him in me too. But Lord knows, if I didn't have Jesus, there'd be a lot of dead motherfuckers in this world. If I didn't have Jesus, I'm telling you, there'd be a lot of dead motherfuckers. How you doing? Push that like button. You know, people don't understand, you know, God got all kind of soldiers. You know, he got ghetto soldiers. He got green collar soldiers. He got white collar soldiers. You know, I'm half hood, half holy. So don't make me come about. Don't make me come about my motherfucking shirt, nigga. I'll come about my shirt on your ass, slap your ass in the name of Jesus. I will slap the shit out you in the name of Jesus. And when I slap your ass, I'm praying that Jesus put the force of 10,000 angels behind my hand and slap the shit out your ass. And that's the way when I fight, that's the way I fight. I close my eyes and I pray that the Lord put angels behind me, and that's what happened. And I turn around and crack my eyes and I see a whole bunch of hands swinging, and I be beating ass in the name of Jesus. Wah, 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 wah. They be like, damn, that nigga got... Like, I got hands, nigga. I got hands. If you ain't never seen a motherfucker like hit a motherfucker 1,000 times in 2 minutes, nigga. Yeah, that's me. Snagglepuss ain't no joke. I fight with Jesus behind me, nigga. Lord knows I be praying. Don't let this nigga get up and beat my ass, cause the Lord be like, you better keep swinging. I'll be tearing their ass up. A lot of people don't understand me, man. That's why I be telling y'all, man. I'm just an angelical angel from the Lord. I was put here to make people feel good, smile, open their mind up to something else that's going on around them that they never knew existed. Like, that's what I'm here for. I remember you fought Tyrone in front of Queen Barber shop. You do? You know that was the reason why I quit working at that shop? When I turned around and looked, and I seen all them niggas that I was working with standing in the door of the shop, and I was in the parking lot whooping a nigga ass, I'm like, what the fuck going on, man? You ain't got no back support. Man, I had to pack my shit up that day and leave. I couldn't work there no more. damn, that was a long time ago. You said I had that nigga all in the bushes and shit. Yeah, I ran out of breath on that nigga. That nigga pulled out a knife on me. If it wasn't for this nigga named Snake, and this nigga was a blood, he looked out on me. I told cuz, I was like, man, thanks, nigga. That nigga really looked out on me, nigga. The nigga pulled out a knife, and Snake snatched the knife out the nigga hand. I just went on and whooped his ass some more. And they went on and broke us up, but I was mad as hell. Because that was out of nowhere. You know, have anybody ever walked up on you out of nowhere and just, nigga, you fuck my old lady. Nigga, I'm finna beat your, you finna what? Before he said beat my ass out, I had already took off on his ass like, bah, what the fuck, nigga? I started beating the brakes off that nigga ass, out that drunk ass motherfucker. I'll never forget that shit. Yeah, damn, you brung up some old shit. Yeah, that's my homie. Yeah, that's my nigga Snake. That nigga Snake seen that nigga pulling that knife. He was like, oh hell no, blood, you ain't finna, no, you gonna catch a straight fade, nigga. I beating the brakes off that nigga. Like, nigga, thank you, nigga. I sure didn't see that knife, nigga. Boy, but it didn't matter. I swear it didn't matter. That nigga was already done, nigga. I had already knocked the goddamn head off. It was done. Yeah, that was my boy. You know, Queen's supposed to be my cousin. Queen's supposed to be my cousin. And you know, it's sad, man, because Queen had a good shop and everything. And she had another barber in there that didn't have a license named John. And she put more behind John, because John would sit there in the afternoons and rub her ugly ass feet. And John would, I'd be there all damn day. John wouldn't show up to 5 o'clock. But then when John showed up, all the goddamn customers would show up. John would start cutting the motherfucking hair. Stop everything you doing. Hold up 1 second, cuz. He'll go outside, sell some niggas some weed, sell about 4 or 5 niggas some weed, roll up a blunt, start smoking. He done left a nigga in the chair for about 45, 50 minutes. He'll go back inside, start cutting again. Somebody else will call him, he'll go back outside, do the same shit over. It take the nigga 3 hours to cut one nigga head. Them niggas was ready to kill John and that mother. Like, man, come on back and finish cutting my goddamn hair, nigga. This nigga out here rolling, selling weed, smoking weed, shooting dice, going to the goddamn fish market, buying fish and shit, coming back, starting doing a little bit. Like, that nigga was doing half a haircuts and going, like, you remember John? Yeah. I was sitting back, I was like, damn, man. How this nigga be able to do all this shit? I sit there all day, man. I probably do about 4 people all day. John get there, 20 motherfuckers to show up. Like, what the fuck? There go my baby girl. How you doing, incognito? He said, Gemini, I'ma pull up on you. It's KG.
Arrested after identified as Oceanside residents, 121-year-old Gabriel Breit and 36-year-old Troy Smith. Both are in custody now. Police tell us
You're gonna say, damn, it's you. And you know, Kevin died. The other barber she had, me and him was cool. We stayed right by each other. The old man Kevin, he died, man. He died, man, during the COVID. I went over to see him, man. I went to Moreno Valley like a year ago. Every time I went down through there, I'd stop over by his house and check on him and shit. And they said he was dead. And I was like, damn. That's fucked up. What's up, Tommy? How you doing? Yeah, Kev was real as a motherfucker. But that nigga John was a motherfucker. I ain't never had no problems with John. You know, John did his shit. But he wasn't sharing. That nigga had 20 motherfuckers in line. He ain't finna say, hey, man, one of y'all wanna go to my boy right here for a minute? Like, that nigga sit there and do all 20 of them right in my face. Like, man, yeah, man, one day you gonna have to get your clientele up like me, nigga. Like, okay, cool, bro. And John didn't have no license. I was like, man, nigga. You know, people don't understand. I only worked in the places that I worked because I had a barber's license. Like, and I tried to do my best in every spot that I went to. No matter where I went to, I always ran into some type of bullshit. And I'm the type of person, man, I don't tolerate bullshit. If I find myself jumping out of character in front of everybody, if I find myself, whooping somebody's ass or doing something, I had to come off my shirt and shit, expose myself. You know, if I come out of my professional mindset, if I come out my shell, I got a shell that I crawl into, and I try to be, that type of person, man, that anybody can deal with at any given time. You know what I mean? What's up, Jed? How you doing? Man, where my damn coffee at? Oh my God. Ooh, this shit right here so goddamn strong and black. Like coffee, nigga. Like, I'm talking about this shit right here, cowboy strong. Man, no, I ain't going no damn well else today. I went to Walmart and accidentally spent $100. Or I went to Walmart, accidentally spent $100. I bought a whole bunch of shit that I don't know why I bought it, but I bought it because I'm going through some things right now. I'm feeling some type of way because I feel like I gotta buy myself stuff to feel good. I need my dick sucked. I need some pussy. I know what my problem is. I'm saving myself right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm saving myself, building myself up. Have you ever tell yourself you're gonna save yourself, you're gonna build yourself up? Hey fellas, I want to give y'all a tip. If y'all want to get some coochie real fast, when you meet your next girl, tell her you just got out of prison. Tell her you just got out of prison 3 days ago. And they gonna turn around and look at you so hard. For real, I just got out of prison 3 days ago, and I haven't seen a woman like you this beautiful. How long you do? I just did 10 years. 10 years? I don't know what it is about that line, but you'll be getting some pussy. If not, 15 minutes later, but you're going to get some pussy for the end of the day out. Like, no problem. Never fail. Just give her your number, tell her the situation, and walk away. And see if she don't call you back. Shit happened to me one day, man. I met this woman in Walmart. Yeah, I told her, yeah, I just got out and all that shit. I left. She called me. We got to talking. I want to say about 7:30, 8 o'clock. She invited me over to her house. I got there around 9. Soon as I walked through the door, she started ripping off my clothes. I'm like, oh my God. I was going back out the door at 9:15. And she kind of pissed me off. That's why I left, because she going to tell me, I thought you had just got out of prison. I'm like, what you mean? This woman done went and pulled out, got my wallet, and got my ID out of my pocket. And it said that I went and I got a new ID in February. And she was like, I thought you said you just got out 3 days ago and you was out. You got this ID in February. I was like, oh. But she know I wasn't just getting out, because I only last like 10 minutes. That was the main reason. She's like, ain't no way you just got out of prison. You bust that fast. So I was like, well, you know, been a while. God damn it. God damn it. I went to the bathroom and washed up and came out. This bitch had my damn wallet and ID in her hand. You a damn lie. You was at the DMV in February getting this ID. That's why I don't mess with old women. Old ass. Y'all too investigative. Y'all be doing too much shit trying to find out the truth and shit. That's why I don't like dealing with old women. My cousin did that back in whole 2005, 2006. He actually got locked up. He's still there. For real. That's fucked up. What's up, bro? How you doing? Chilling. Good? Another day, another dollar, man. Yeah, it's that time of the day for me. I'm over 40, and every day when you over 40, you got to take at least an hour and a half to a 2.5 hour nap. If you don't, you ain't gonna make it past 9 o'clock. I don't give a fuck who you is. People that's 40 years and older, we gonna wake up early every morning. It's just something about after you turn 40, you just jump up every morning in a panic. Oh, thank you, God, I live to see another day. Like, for real, because once you get in your 40s, you never know when you're... And a lot of people, like 80% of the people in their 40s die in their sleep. So a lot of people like me, I jump up in a panic. Like, I can't sleep, because every time I get to sleeping good, I jump up panic, because I be feeling like I'm dying. I be like, oh, no, Lord, don't let me fall into a deep, deep sleep. Like, no, hell no. I think differently. Want to know you, man. Y'all coming to my comedy show? Y'all gonna come to my show? Y'all gonna come see me on October the 16th? I'm gonna be at the Improv in Phoenix, Arizona. Y'all gonna come out and see me? I'm only gonna be there for 1 day, so if y'all don't come out that day, y'all ain't gonna see me. What's up, Rob? Oh yeah, I didn't tell y'all. I've been talking about it for the last couple of days. Y'all must ain't been on and heard about it. Be headlining a big show. I'm waiting on the promoter to send me the rest of the information. I've been there before. You know what I don't like about Phoenix? It's like they got all these big ass walls, these concrete walls off the freeway. So you don't know exactly where you at until you get off the freeway. So if you get off on the wrong exit, you don't realize it until you off that motherfucker. You be like, God damn, this is not the goddamn. And it take like 2 miles to turn around and get back on the freeway and shit. But it's cool though. I'm gonna go this time. I'm going a couple days early. I'm gonna get there. I'm going to work. I'm going to cut hair. I'm gonna be cutting hair. I'm gonna be in the streets cutting hair and everything. Like making me some money. I come to work, make me some money and leave. I gotta make me some Christmas money. If I don't make it in October, I ain't gonna make it in November because the election gonna be in November. And it might be fucked up after then. So I gotta make me some money for Christmas. Buy my children something for Christmas in October. If y'all was smart, y'all be buying y'all Christmas shit in October anyway, because it's gonna be cheaper. The closer y'all get to Christmas, man, this shit finna go up, finna go up. I don't even think we gonna have a Christmas this year though. I really don't think we're gonna have a Christmas this year. I don't think we're gonna make it to Christmas. And I tell people that all the time. People don't think.
What's going on, man? Jose? Yes. What's up?
Nice to meet you. Black, and then also for casting the wow, that's fantastic. Okay, yeah, I know it's tough where they just kind of disappear.
We're here.
Oh shoot. All right, thanks again as always.
Yeah, just hang tight. Get the pattern.
All right, you can check out Friday and all the other animals at the shelter. There's one there.
They do got those walls. Yeah, they got those walls. But my last experience was fucked up. I tell everybody I didn't really get a chance to experience Phoenix because the people that I rode out with, the comedians that I rode out with, we left at 7 in the morning, but we didn't get there to 8 o'clock at night. Literally, like when we walked through the door at the comedy club, they was having briefing, they was having prayer for the show. Like, so we had to come straight in and start praying. And it's crazy because we had took this comedian with us and we had told her, like, you ain't gonna perform on the big show when we first get there. You're gonna perform on these other 2 shows that we got on the next 2 nights. We're gonna give you 2 spots. We're gonna put you up on both of those shows. So when we get there, we tell her, go into the audience, go into the back, set up the camera so you can record us when we get on stage. We going left, you gotta go right. Go down the hall, go into the audience. We go left, we go into the room, into the comic room, into the back, and you know where the briefing room is, and we fall straight into prayer, right? So we come in, I just start grabbing hands, we start praying, people look up, they see we in the house, and they like, oh man, the headliners done made it. Cause they was praying, they were like, we don't know where Snag at. Snag's supposed to be the headliner, he ain't even showed up, the show about to start. So the promoter was really panicking, he didn't know if I was gonna show up or what. And we showed up right during prayer. And the promoter, he was so happy we showed up. He ain't even cuss us out for being late or none of that shit. But I know that man was mad as hell. We was supposed to be at the radio show, helped him promote the goddamn show, sell tickets, all kind of shit. And we showed up 10 minutes before, like 5 minutes before the show started. And so after we got through with prayer, everybody opened up their eyes and and the promoter was telling everybody, you know, they giving them their number on what time they was going up on stage on the show. And I heard him say, who is you? And I looked over there and it was the white girl. She was standing in the corner. She done walked into the briefing room with us instead of going out into the crowd, setting up the goddamn camera. And I'm like, oh man, that's a comedian, man. What time what you trying to get done, bro?
Like in an hour?
Yeah, come on back. I got you. I got you. D. You say I ain't missing much? Oh man, I'm finna bring some excitement to the city, man. I'm gonna have my t-shirts. I'm gonna have my merch products. Yeah. I'm gonna have that Biden toilet paper. Yeah. I'm gonna have rolls of Biden toilet. Yeah, I got my merch. I'm gonna have my merch table set up. Like, I'm finna make me some money, man, and I'm trying to cut some hair while I'm there. So if anybody needs a haircut while I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, they need to start booking appointments now. So I don't know what shop I'm gonna be working in, but I don't know if I'm gonna work out of my truck or I'm gonna work in somebody else's shop. But I'm gonna look around and see if I find a couple nice shops I can work in. I might work one day here, one day there, one day right here. You know, just a one day pop up. You know, I'm gonna do pop up cuts. So, what you say? Please do got those walls. Okay, you ain't missing much. I'm coming for you. You better watch out. Come on, Dino. I'm 60 miles south of Phoenix. Robert, come on out and get you a ticket. I'm gonna have the tickets available. You will be able to get tickets through me with my special code or whatever he said he was gonna give me. I'm waiting to hear from the promoter today, so I'm gonna put details on it. But it is October the 16th, and it will be at the Temple Improv in downtown Phoenix, Arizona. So y'all can look that up. It's going down. Yeah, it's going down. You know how this shit go. Like, so if y'all wanna support and come out, we really need a jam-packed house. See, I think it holds about 500 people. So the last time we had a sold-out show. So you know, people like me, man. They want to. You know, I got some new jokes I'm finna throw out there at their ass. I'm finna go on stage and go off again. Like, yeah, I like that shit. I just ask that y'all come and support. We gonna have tickets. We gonna have I'm gonna have merch products. I'm gonna have everything. I'm trying to get everything together now. I still got like 3 weeks to put stuff together, and everybody know how I am. I'm my own. I'm my everything. Everything in my life is nigga rigged. I'm the promoter, the actor, the star of the show, the producer. I gotta create my products. I gotta do all this shit. And this probably be the only big show. No, I got another show I'm gonna do in December in Phoenix too. It's called the 12 Comics, the 12 Comics of Christmas. I'm gonna be one of the 12 Comics of Christmas. So this is like one of my favorite cities to perform in, because no matter what, I always get a positive response out of the people. So it's like, I ain't got to do Hollywood. I tell people all the time, I don't have to do Hollywood to do my comedy. I can do comedy anywhere there's a crowd that's willing to allow me to get on stage and make their ass laugh. The same way I am with my haircuts. I can go anywhere in the world, and wherever there's somebody that would allow me to cut their hair, I can make their ass look better. That's just what I do, man. I'm good at what God blessed me to be good at, and making people feel good, look good, laugh is what I'm good at. I just got to figure out how to get paid for this shit. Once I figure it out, I'm going to be all right. You said plus response. Puss. What's up, homie? What's up, Dub? Man, this damn coffee. Bro, this shit strong as hell. God. Yeah. Woo, yeah. Staying out of trouble. Broski. Dub, you staying out of trouble? That's cool, man. I wish you had a barber's license. I'll show you how to stay out of trouble and make a lot of money. Oh my God. So I'm trying to do something else too. I'm trying to promote my haircutting class. Like, I got a haircutting class I'm trying to promote, man, and teach people how to cut hair. You don't have to be a an actual licensed barber that really want to learn how to cut hair. You can learn how to cut hair. You can save money cutting your children's hair. You know, I'm really trying to do something innovative, man, where I can make more revenue, more income for myself. And they say I'm good at, I'm good at talking, I'm good at cutting hair, I gotta put these elements together and figure out a way to make money with this stuff. You know what I mean? I need me a real smart woman right now. I just need me a real smart woman. I just raided a crack shack. They never seen 19 police officers storm in at once. I don't see nothing funny about that shit. I don't know about you, but have you ever had one of your goddamn doors ever been kicked in by the police? Cause I have. I done been in about 15 raids in my life. That's why I don't live that type of life no more, man. Every time I get to living too good for their ass, motherfuckers will blow off my goddamn front door with some dynamite and shit. In Canada, we are known as ERT, Emergency Response Team, not SWAT. Oh, it was somebody having a heart attack. Okay, that's cool. I don't give a damn about none of that shit. I don't participate in fuckery, bro. And I think that a lot of the times the police or, SWAT teams, they go over the call of duty. They go over the call excessive force to take somebody down when they don't take all that. It could have took one officer to just walk out there with that dude with that gun, or dude standing out there with that knife, did some Bruce Lee shit, kicked that nigga in the throat, kicked him in the knee, broke his ass down, kicked him in the back of the head, knocked his ass out, and put the handcuffs on him. Made him drop the goddamn knife, made him drop the gun. Ain't nobody, everybody's afraid. Nobody's afraid to try to take this nigga down and take one for the team if they had to, huh? Like, police came after me because I was outside of school. With Bitcoins looking ridiculous. How was you standing outside of a school with Bitcoins looking ridiculous? I don't understand. Stop by my house. Try. Boy, I got this thing. See, people don't like me because I got high standards, right? Like, I don't date women that wear braids and weaves. Yeah, that means if you got your hair braided with a weave on top, I don't talk to women with that type. That's fake. That's makeup. I don't like people that's fake. You that's not the way you really look. That's fake. I don't do fake people. Like, if you can't take your hat off and your hair is naturally long and beautiful, I don't deal with fake shit. Like, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. Like, I don't like women that wear nails. I don't like women that do makeup. Now, I like women that go get their feet done. Now, you gotta go get them feet done. You gotta keep them feet done. Them feet. And I like women that keep, have their hands done, like manicures professionally, like little nails, like normal, That's cute. But that's high maintenance, and if a woman's high maintenance, she got to be able to afford her own maintenance. Cause everything in my life, I can afford it. I can afford my maintenance, my habits, my problems. So as long as they can afford their maintenances and their problems, like, and their habits, like I got, like, shit, that's okay. I can like that. I'm different. How you doing, Maria? I like my makeup. Well, that's cool, Maria. I'm allergic to makeup. Foundation, that shit get on my skin and I break out. Lipstick, that shit get on my lips, and hell no, I break out. I'm allergic to late makeup. It's got something like pork in it and something that breaks me out. So I'm allergic to it. And I'm sorry. If you aren't a naturally beautiful woman who can't be just come out the bedroom and out the bathroom naturally sexy to turn me on, then I'm sorry. Like I gotta be sexually attracted to you the moment you come out the shower wet. And you still look pretty as hell to me, like hand all wet, like that type of shit I like. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know about y'all, but I have to be sexually attracted to a woman to fuck with her, you know, intimately, deeply, for a long time. If I keep coming back for more, I'm sexually attracted, and the sex is good. Like, I tell y'all, man, I give all the women a secret to keep a man. It's 3 things, 3 elements that every woman must do all the goddamn time. And if you don't do this all the time, you will not be able to keep a man in your life. The first thing you gotta do, you gotta be able to suck the life out of him every day, every time when he ain't even thinking about it. You gotta just grab his goddamn his fire hose and just start sucking the life out of his ass. And the second thing, you gotta fuck the shit out of him. You gotta fuck him every day, sometimes 3-4 times a day. Go to his job and fuck him, suck him too, like, and respect him humbly. Like, that means when you come up to suck his dick, ask him, baby, do you mind if I suck your dick right now? Hell yeah! Like, if you respect that man, you fuck that man and suck the life out that man. Them the only 3 things a woman got to do to a hard-working, how do you say, bread-winning man. That's all we want. That's all we want. Head, pussy, and respect. That's all we want. Like, if you can give her all 3 of those in it all day long, you will have us for the rest of your life, and we will give you anything you want in life. But it's just something about those 3 elements that black women just can't grasp to put together, keep together, and do to their man. That's why they ain't got none. And they get mad at a nigga that'll tell them, like, I'm going to tell you the 3 things to keep me. And if you do these 3 things, I'm going to tell you straight up out now. I'm going to be out the door. Suck me, fuck me, and respect me. As long as you're doing all those 3. If you show me any signs of disrespect, bitch, I'm out of here. You tell me anytime that's all you want is some pussy, I'm out of here. You tell me I ain't feel like sucking your dick, I'm out of here. And I'm gonna find another bitch who will. That's just the way it is, you know, cuz I ain't got time for that bullshit. I ain't got time to be stressing out over the way you feel, cuz I want to feel some type of way, bitch. Fuck that. You know what I'm talking about? Can anybody relate? If you can't, then don't fuck with me, cuz I'm gonna tell you the truth. Your pussy ain't shit. Pussy don't make me happy. I need money, and head. And as long as those 2 elements is balancing out from the front and the back and respect, oh yeah, we good. Money. As long as I'm making money, y'all don't get it. I'm just speaking in general. I'm not just talking about me in general, but I'm speaking in general for most men and all you single women that ain't got a man. Next time you get an opportunity to get one, these are 3 things you need to do to that man, and he will stick around. You'll be like, damn, Snag, you gave us the magic potion to keep a nigga. Yeah, that's the magic potion right there, shit. I'm starting to talk like Snag. Now, hey, I'm just telling you, like, I got me a doctor that's interested in me. That is great. He ain't gonna be interested in you if you don't walk through the door and pull open his goddamn doctor coat and suck him up and bend over and let him hold you by your love handles and hit you from the back. Yeah. And then you turn around and tell him, say, baby, I'm gonna come back later on. You want me to top you off again before you go home and go to your wife? Before you go home and go to your wife, I'm gonna come back and top you off again. But that nigga gonna leave his wife in 3 months flat fucking with. I see y'all women don't know how to steal a man. Y'all don't know how to keep a man. Y'all don't know how to get a man. Like, I'm trying to teach you the elements, but it's just something about it. Y'all don't want, y'all lazy. Y'all don't feel like y'all have to do that. Y'all feel like because y'all got big booties And wherever y'all walk, niggas is just gonna follow behind and do what y'all say do. Like y'all booty hypnotize a nigga. That ass don't mean shit to a real nigga. Like, hell no. That ass don't mean shit to a real nigga. What's up, Maria? I know I'm just talking shit. I hope y'all don't get offended. But I'ma end this off right here. Because I ain't got but 7 people. I thought I was going to build up an audience, but that shit ain't working. They done kicked me out the algorithm. I think it's because the name of the title of this video that I put down. So I'm going to come back out. And I'm going to go out and come back in. That's what I'm going to do. I'm too cute to be a hoe. No, let me tell you something, Maria. Let me tell you what my mama told me when I was a little boy. She said, all women's are hoes. All women's are hoes. Remember that. A hoe gonna do what she want to do, when she want to do it, and how she want to do it. And she gonna fuck whatever she want to fuck. And when she ever decide to fuck something, a man will never know. One thing about a hoe, she like a cat. She cover her shit up real good. But this the thing, this the difference between the hoes. See, you only got 2 options. Women only got 2 options. It's just like this. All y'all gonna be a hoe. But what type of hoe you gonna be? You gonna be a smart hoe or a dumb hoe? And most smart hoes gonna get their money up front from the nigga and give him some pussy. You know what I mean? And tell him what the business is gonna be straight up. Like, this is what I like. This is what I want you to do. As long as you keep that up with me, I'ma treat you right. All right, cool. Now a dumb woman, she gonna give a man some coochie. Then she gonna turn around and demand some money. See, that ain't smart. Your coochie don't run the world. Your coochie ain't gonna hypnotize the man and make him just cash you out. See, you gotta be psychologically smart about it. See what I'm saying? See, the women that treat a man with the 3 main elements to keep a man, will keep a man going, keep a man coming back for more, keep on asking them for, you know, how they feel and what they want and what's on their mind, and can I talk to you? Can I buy you something nice? And you said, nah, I'm a good girl. No. See, good girls get cheated on. Good girls get beat up, get abused, verbally abused, mentally abused, physically abused. See, good girls, man, good girls. See, it ain't good to be a good girl. You gotta be a bad girl, naughty girl. When you're naughty, you give your man a challenge. Make his ass not be naughty because he know you can be naughty. So, hell, if I really want to keep my woman, I'm going to be straight. Like, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with being a naughty girl. You need a naughty side. Shit. I'm not an Italian bastard. I'm a Jamaican bastard. Yeah, my ex beat the shit out of me. Maria, see, that's what you get for being a good girl. You so good, you didn't even know when to run. See, bad girls, when you got a little bad girl in you, shit, a bad girl, when she get hit by a man, she gonna jump out the 2nd floor window. That nigga ain't gonna hit her again. She a bad bitch. She know how to run and get away and scream for her life. Help! That nigga just hit me. Help! From the 2nd floor, I had a bitch jump out on the 2nd floor on me, man. And I ain't do nothing but just look at her crazy. I guess she thought I was finna beat her. She ran, opened up the window, and jumped out that motherfucker screaming at us, help! He trying to jump me. I wasn't finna touch that lady. Like, for real, that happened to me in real life. Girl jumped out the window, on a 2nd floor window on me, talking about I was trying to jump her. When the police got there, she had broke both her ankles jumping out the goddamn window. Police got there. She steady trying to tell the police I tried to jump her. And they were like, what you mean he tried to jump you? Did he physically put his hands on you? She said, no. She said, he looked like he was about to, and I took off running, and he made me jump out the 2nd floor window. I didn't make her, she jumped out the 2nd floor window on her own. And when they looked out the goddamn surveillance camera in the damn hallway, they seen. I was trying to tell the girl, man, come on. Man, bring your ass on it. And she took off running and jumped out the window. Yeah, well, my sister kicked his ass. Yeah, that was a good thing. That was a good thing. He shouldn't have put his hands on you. You should have had a brother like me. I'd have went over there and shot his ass. See, that'd have been a better end to the story. My brother, I called my brother Snag over there after my sister whooped his ass. My brother Snag shot him. Like, yeah, then that'd have been a better end of the story. You know what I mean? I would have popped his ass. That's why I was dangerous when I was a young man. That's all I believed in, shooting. That's all I believe in. I believe that the gun was the equalizer, and that every man that had nerve to talk shit to me was bigger than me. So I needed an equalizer to even out the goddamn scope, and it never failed, man. I used to carry this goddamn. I used to have a 38 Derringer, 2-shot, 2 bullets. That's all I had. I shot like 6 niggas with that damn gun, like for real. That was my favorite goddamn gun. I call it the get off me, nigga. Get off me, nigga. Fuck you mean, nigga? You thought you thought I was scrap, nigga? Get off me. I come out my pocket with that motherfucker real quick and pop their ass. And that was what I liked about that gun. That gun was so loud. You know, I shoot a motherfucker one time and the whole crowd would disperse. You know what I mean? He ran off to Italy with his tail between his legs. He was supposed to. That means your stud sister beat the shit out of him like a nigga. You know, some studs know how to fight like a nigga. That's why I shoot a stud. When I get into it with a female nigga, I'ma pull my pistol out and shoot their ass. I'm not finna fight you, bitch. Hell no, you a nigga. Shoot your ass. You better not act hard in front of me. I'ma pop your ass. You don't scare me. A scared man will shoot you. I just want to let you know. My sister like a ball. I believe it. I done met a lot of women going into Walmart. You know, I'm thinking they by themselves, and I try to holler at them while they grabbing the basket. Like, how you doing today? You goddamn big ass, goddamn, you know, we call them bull daggers down south. Big ass bull dagger motherfucking bitch come around the corner. Big elefino, like big bull dagger elefino. That's what we call them. That means her mama look like an elephant and her daddy look like a rhino. She's an elefino. And they be having big booties too. Like the damn studs be having bigger booties than they girl. No, not bigger than their girlfriends, but some of them do. Some of them be having some juicy booties. Like shit, I know. Shit, 6 of my baby mamas is studs. Yeah, they was pregnant when I met them. They babies still call me daddy to this day. They never told them who their real daddy was. Nah, something didn't go wrong on my stream. I'm finna go out and come back in.